Okay. Hi everybody. This is like a bit of a takeover. I'm going to be unboxing this thing right here for you. This is the Retroid Pocket 2, which is it's like an Android-based portable game console from MooreChip Technologies. Okay, so that's crazy. I'm gonna unbox it, and then after it's unboxed, I'm gonna show you what it can do, because I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. And then I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison with the Anbernic RD350. What a cool name is that? Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I'm gonna show you guys what we have today. Okay.
Alright, so this is it. This is the Retroid Pocket 2 by MooreChip Technologies, as we mentioned. I do want to point out right off the bat, this whole side here came pre-opened. So that's, a little easier for me. Now, when you get one of these, it is right now. Pre-orders are coming with a HDMI cable. It does have HDMI out, so that's very convenient. Then we have some bubble wrap, and immediately after that is the device in its box. And this is, it's got some pretty nice packaging here, some glossy images, breakdown of the device on the back, some of the things that are in the box here on the side. What color is it? Well, we got the pink one. Same thing on that side. So you open it up, and I've already opened this and messed around with it a little bit. You open it up, you get the instruction manual, which really doesn't tell you much, as you can imagine, but it is all in English, which is really nice, that they're using less paper. Then it also comes with a screen protector. Now I hear that this is glass, but it could just be plain. No, this feels like glass, so we'll put that on later. And then get the device and USB-C cord. This is not the worst USB-C cable. I've been using it with the device, and it works. But there it is. Obviously, they're going for a look similar to the Switch Lite. And with this Retroid Pocket 2, they've turned it. It's now landscape instead of the original portrait that the Pocket 1 had and the Pandora box had before that. Now, let's just get this. Yeah, there we go. So as I mentioned, I've messed around with it a little bit already. I've gone ahead and put some ROMs on. I've got some settings set. I changed the background. You are going to see the standard Android here. I went into the SD card that it comes with, and I deleted everything for the library that came for the Retroid Pocket APK, because I already had the ROMs that I wanted to play, and I didn't want to deal with the encrypted ROMs that it came with. There were 29 gigabytes of encrypted ROMs, so if you don't have anything, this is a great way to start. You just set it up the way that they made it. And we go. That is a background image I made with their logo and a piece of art I found on Reddit. I thought it would match pretty well. There we go. It always starts up with that little tip there. So going in, you've got like a standard Android menu here. RetroArch, we all know, is in trouble right now. But that's okay. So there's still some stuff that works in RetroArch, and some stuff that just kind of boots back to the main menu. But we'll show you that right now. All right. So like all the Game Boy stuff seems to be working just fine. That starts up just the way you want it to. You can get out of it. And here's where it gets a little dicey. So if you want to do some, N64, then it takes you back to your apps menu. And you just have to open Moopin on your own. I don't know if that's part of the their recent attack or not, but it's something I've got going on here. Oh, and you know what? I always get these two confused because RetroArch wants this as select and Android wants this. So it runs Nintendo 64 pretty well. At least Diddy Kong Racing, Star Wars Pod Racing, mostly racing games. Tony Hawk 3 works. Pokemon Snap was kind of broken. Smash Brothers is really slow. And I know that there's probably a way to get all this to work really well with different settings, but I am just not the guy to show you that right now. We'll take a look at some PSP real quick. Do some Grand Theft Auto. This is one that I did mess with the settings a little to get to what we needed for it to work, and it looks pretty good. It does slow down a little when you're driving. There's so many things. So yeah, there's some PSP and Grand Theft Auto's. It's one of those more resource-intensive games, so you can expect it to have some issues. But if that was looking okay for you, then anything less exciting is gonna be just fine. And I have not tried Dreamcast yet. This was really what I got this for, was the Dreamcast emulation in the N64. But that's the basics for that. So the build quality on this feels pretty good. It is still kind of It is just plastic, but it feels firm. You know, it's not going anywhere, and all these screws are covered, which is a nice touch. This logo on the back here is another bit of glossy plastic. The more matte finish on the front for all the text. It is the Switch Lite style heads for the joysticks, but neither of these are identical. This one is more of a 3DS with the Switch head. This one, though, I know is not the same because this one is already experiencing a little bit of drift. You know, sometimes I'll turn it on and the cursor will drag across the screen when I'm not doing anything. Also, you know, if you give it a little shake, there is some noise there. I think that is just these three buttons. The shoulder buttons are pretty sturdy. Now, I guess, you know, the R and L's, that's got to be what it is that we're hearing there. And we have, you know, the HDMI out, USB-C charging, power, volume, speakers, headphone out on the bottom, which is very nice, very convenient, exactly where you expect it to be. And then the SD card, and as I mentioned, it does come with a 32 gig SD card, and about 29 gigs of that was full when you got it. Internally, there's 4 gigs of storage, which is mostly operating system and then the apps that you saw there. This is Android 6. It runs really slow. It does not have a lot of RAM, and if you're going online, it's going to take you a while to do anything and to even just, you know, open other apps. It does have Google Play Store in case you need to get other emulators or other games that are compatible with the controller. The device itself registers as a PS3 Bluetooth controller, and then you can map it from there. I do want to take a look, though, at the comparison with the RG350, because this one, you know, I've had this for a while now, and am only satisfied with it. I can't think of any real issues with it other than its general limitations, but like it does what it can do very well, and it does it out of the box. Retroid Pocket takes a lot of learning. It's different than the Open Dingu operating system on the RG350. So as you can see, clear differences here. Retroid Pocket's a lot cleaner and it has a larger screen, but the RG350 is just easier to navigate. You can put RetroArch on here, but again, they're having issues right now. If we take a look at this, I do want to do a quick comparison of these. So we've got the same game here. The immediate difference that you're going to notice is that the Retroid Pocket doesn't seem to have any rumble motors built in. RG350 does. However, I've found that playing like Tony Hawk, it just doesn't stop rumbling until you get back to the menu. But equivalent build quality on each of these all around. I mean, same kind of feel with that plastic, but it really comes down to do you want something easy to use, or do you want something that is going to give you a lot more customization options? Do you want something that is smaller or larger, but they're almost identical. So anyway, that's the Retroid Pocket 2. It's a very versatile device. You can play anything you can think of throwing at it, up to Dreamcast. And you'll see that Dreamcast does seem to have some issues. I haven't gotten around to testing that yet, but when I do, I will throw it up here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe. If you think I said something that was incorrect, do correct me in the comments. Thanks. Bye.